Hi YouTube, I got coffee. We're recording Chris Vicious's gameplay here. He asked me to do that special request. Me being the Rise Crucible coach, which, comes hand in hand. This is what I do. We got chat here. I'll be answering questions in chat. I'll be watching his gameplay and I'll be breaking it down. Let's get into it. He's a hunter running 89 mobility, 48 resilience, 94 recovery, 40 discipline, 74 intellect, and 46 strength. And he's running Night Stalker?
Crimson and Fellwinters.
Yeah, he's running Night Stalker. Okay, so the first thing that I see, where hunters are super squishy, I would have tried to get armor that is spec'd out to where you can get that to at least tier 5, that resilience to at least tier 5. Having really high recovery is great if you disengage. We'll see on his gameplay how he actually handles this. With my opinion, having high mobility, having tier 5 resilience minimum, and then having high recovery is like a must-have on a hunter, because hunters are so squishy that it's pretty much a necessity. And plus, with the state of 120s in the Crucible right now, you can just get fucking ran. You can get ran if you have lower than tier 5 resilience. So the more resilience you have, the better off you are, but the higher your recovery is. I guess that's the meta at right now. But I'd spec out of intellect, to be completely honest, because you're using spectral blades anyways. It really, I could, if I was you, I'd run things that basically increase your chances of getting super. As far as your mods go, I don't see your mods yet. Wish you would have put that in there so I could have broke that down too. You don't need a lot of super energy as far as spectral blades go, because you're basing off of your kit. So your smoke bomb and your grenade are another thing that you need to look forward. If you're keeping strength and discipline where it's at right now, it should be fine, just as long as you're using your dodge a lot. So that's why we base on mobility, resilience, and recovery as a hunter.
Things first, I'm gonna go up here. Always try to get a pick up here. Didn't work. I see 2 of them over here in mid. One's down. So I want to, 2 more. I want to go ahead and push over here. Got one pushing right here. The back wrist. Where is he? I want to look at my...
First off, his gameplay is really shaky and jittery. It's like looking all over the place. Secondly, I wouldn't go up top. I would push out towards tree as fast as you possibly can. Try to get a pick on their side before I would jump up top. Because if you push outside, like, they're going to expect you to be up top. Everybody expects anybody to be up top on Bannerfall. So I'd never go up there. Depending on how confident you are as a sniper and how good you are as a sniper is depending on whether you go up there or not. I haven't watched your sniper gameplay yet. We're about to. But I would never recommend going up top unless you're very, very confident, very skilled that you can land that first shot.
My map. We got one pushing from the right. I think we still have 2 over here on the left. I'm going to go over here and help my teammate out. Teammate doesn't need help.
Okay. It's good analysis that he's actually staying with a teammate. That's always good. Team shots are meta in Destiny, so it's always a good idea to team shot. Now right here, what he's doing is he's jumping in the air in front of a sniper lane. I don't recommend doing that. Sliding down and then peeking cubby there is the recommendation. Don't jump up in the air. Also, Crimson's in-air accuracy is ass. So, don't jump.
Got him.
Right there. Why you're running a sniper and a 3-round burst hand cannon? Why would you shade step forward into a guy who has a shotgun out and try to barrel stuff him with your primary? Don't do that.
Okay, heavy's up.
Good analysis. There's a guy in mid.
Throw smoke right here.
Smoke doesn't mean anything. You have your back turned towards mid. There could be a sniper.
We're going to push up here. Go in this so he doesn't see me coming, hopefully. And get this guy crouched down like a bitch.
There he is.
And die to Crimson up top.
Because you were in the air. Having invis, jumping up over top, getting the guy that doesn't know you're there with a rocket, is it worth it? Because you just threw a life too. You had a guy up top here, and you have a guy down here, and a guy down low on Mohawk. Was it worth it to jump up in the air even though you were in Viz to rocket the one guy even though it was a free kill? Or would have been worth it to shoot the guy up top here, crimson the guy down below, and then snipe the third guy, and you're still alive. If we back this up just a little bit, we turn the gameplay down.
I'm gonna push up here.
I love that he's calling out what he's doing. All right, look right here. I would have shot sooner and been back behind cover. At least if you were going to do that, I would have shot sooner and been back behind cover behind Mohawk here. Where you could have looked up top and shot this guy and then peeked around the corner and sniped the other guy. It's just my 2 cents. But the potential of you hitting all three, you could have done that. You could have done it yourself. That was a good first round, yeah. There he is, jumping up, ego checking.
Alright, we're going to go up here, try to get a pick.
Ego checking.
Isn't there, so we're going to drop down and engage right here. Alright.
So here we are again, discussing that realistically, he jumped up over top. There wasn't somebody there at the moment, but then as soon as he jumped back down, there was somebody up top. There's always going to be a shotgunner pushing through cubby. Always. There will always be one. I guarantee you. I put it on it 9 times out of 10 in Bannerfall, somebody's going to be pushing cubby. 9 times out of 10. So when they come through cubby, guess what? He Bacchus threw you off because he knew you was sniping and shotgunned you. Point being is, I would have went the long way. If you didn't see anybody there, I would have disengaged off at the top and went outside. And you probably wouldn't have died there.
The Bacchus Fellwinter's Withering Blade combo, and I don't think I could have done too much to prevent that. I tried to.
Yes, Chris, yes, you could have. You could have not been that close to cubby. Just being honest with you. Your gameplay's great. I know it sounds like I'm just shitting on you the whole time, but your gameplay's great. There's just small things that I'm noticing that you could change and that you should change.
To get away from it, I think if I was using strafe jump, I would have been out of there a little bit faster. How's that not a fucking headshot?
Because you hit him in the shoulder. You were focused on getting that guy at the top that you could barely see, and you were narrow visioned. He was in your scope too long, and you did not notice the guy ping on your radar behind you. There you go. Good pick.
Alright.
Okay, as a sniper, you never want to push in like too aggressive. See right here? You had 3 seconds on heavy. If you look at your radar, using your radar, before you slide in the snipe, there's a red ping. I seen the red ping on your radar. You knew somebody was on heavy. There was somebody on heavy, and you chose to get the snipe. Boom. But you engaged. You seen the heavy disappear, and there he is, and you get barrel stuff. Get the pick. You seen heavy being pulled, disengage. Decent round. You got 1 headshot kill, brother. Your teammates were in the shit because they were probably running shotguns, and you got 1 snipe. You fed lives because you pushed 3 engagements that you probably shouldn't have. Like I said before, there was 3 engagements that you should not have engaged, and right at the start of the match, you jumped up over, and you got Withering Blade shotgunned. Second part of the match, you engaged, you ego checked somebody invisible with a rocket, and you could have stayed behind Mohawk, shot that kid behind Mohawk with the rocket, and then engaged the other 2, and you still could have won that. Those are the 2 instances that I've seen. The third instance was you've seen 3 seconds on heavy, you've seen a ping on your radar, you ego check the guy up on top. I always call it ego checking because I never go up there. I will never go up there. So you ego check the sniper, or you ego check the guy who was walking up top. You sniped him. You seen heavy was pulled, and you still pushed him.
Again, we're gonna go for the pick just because they haven't been challenging. They haven't been challenging me up here.
You're gonna try to go for a pick where nobody's gonna challenge you. You're disengaging from your team for an extended period of time, at least 5 to 10 seconds from what I'm seeing. You're disengaging from your team. Your team is out there in the shit by themselves, and you're trying to ego check up top again. Stop doing that.
Bodied 1.
And then you push in mid when you see 2 pings on your radar with a sniper and a crimson. You could be with your team right now, team shotting those 2 people.
He switched to Fellwinter. Oh my god, dude.
Guy right in front of you.
What's this guy doing?
Are you in your scope?
My teammate. I'm
Primary.
not gonna push in too hard.
You're not gonna push in too hard.
Fucking Fellwinters.
Yeah, then why?
Okay,
Don't push there.
Down, see what's going on right here. Get
Okay,
out
good,
of
good,
here,
good, good.
bro. Oh, I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. Throw your grenade. There you go. Attaboy.
Not.
Your team's there. As long as your team's there and they rotate out with you, you're fine. That was a good play there, in my opinion. There you go. Sniping a tree. Don't stay in your scope too long. Good boy. There you go. Attaboy. Mid and right there.
Bodied him.
There's one in mid.
Got him.
Okay, good. Why push in? Don't push in.
This guy's dead.
No, he's not.
But now I'm slowed, so I can't aim for shit. That's great. That guy's dead.
Okay, good. That was a better round than last one. You say it yourself here. Right here.
Again, I'm gonna come up here. They haven't been challenging me up here, which
They haven't been challenging you up there, so why go up there?
pretty smart on them. I keep going up there, which is not smart on me.
Good pick.
Thanks for the prism.
Map awareness and situational awareness. I would have seen the guy down at barricade before I would have seen the guy up top. That's just me. You gotta look and see exactly where everybody's at.
Okay, so I just knocked that thing down? Oh, fuck you.
Rule number 1, if you're running a sniper rifle, never push into a tight corridor where there's a shotgunner unless you're fairly confident that you can land a snipe or kill them with primary or bounce back. Never push in.
Bodied him. Teammate push.
Okay, if for instance, your teammates disengaged, one in the cubby, one went outside. Just because you bodied him, don't go for the thirst. Never go for the thirst. I see a lot of people make that mistake all the time. They'll think there's just one there, and then they'll push in, and the whole team is there, and then they're down. It's a 2v3 situation because you just got taken out. Never do that.
Where's the golden gun?
Grenading up top, good.
I don't know where my tether went, and now I'm frozen. Am I What the fuck is going on?
That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to explain that. There you go again, dodging when you don't need to.
Glitched me into the wall, maybe?
Because by the time you engage, your invisibility's gone. And the game's over.
One of my bad habits is that I jump a lot. Like, a lot. And...
Yeah, you jump a lot. You're in the air a lot, brother. So there's going to be a part 2 to this, Chris. As far as another video.